Hello, today I am going to be reviewing the DJI Mavic Mini that DJI have sent me. It's a good little drone. It's not as professional as the Phantoms and other variants that DJI do. Like they do a Mavic Pro, which is pretty good. The Mini's under 250 grams, so you don't need to register it with the CIA and do the exam. Which is an advantage. It's also very small and very quiet, so you can operate it in places where noise is going to be an issue, because the bigger Phantoms, they are pretty noisy and they can sort of disrupt people and annoy people, but the Mini really is quiet, which I'll show you a little clip of now. There's just been an update to version 0500, and this has brought a lot of camera features into it. There's a list of features in the description that have been updated and upgraded, but the key points are mainly for the camera on the front. Before, you couldn't select ISO or shutter speed, so it made ND filters pretty pointless, but now you can set your ISO, set your shutter speed, and you can also change the frame rate. So the frame rate that you're shooting in, like currently this camera is shooting in 25 frames a second, which you can now select on this. Before it was just fixed, you couldn't do anything with it. So if the frame rate of this was different to what you were shooting in, it looked cinematically different straight away as soon as you changed scenes. Whereas now you can have 24, 25 and 30 frames per second on this. So you can match your other cameras. You can also change the white balance on it. Before it was just automatic, whereas now you can change it between 2 and 10,000 kelvins, so from like really cold to really warm. So that's a good feature as well. The range isn't huge on this. You can go several hundred meters for it to be okay, but you're only meant to fly in line of sight anyway. So this is good enough for that. It passes all the boxes. The controller's pretty good. It doesn't come with its own screen. You need to use a mobile device. I've just got a little Samsung on it now. The best probable screen is don't use your phone, because if you use your actual phone, you know, the one that you use daily, if someone rings you halfway through a flight, you lose all your video, you lose all of your positioning and everything whilst that call comes in, or texts or WhatsApps and all that jazz. You don't need that coming through when you're coming into land or something like that. You need a proper screen. So this is like a spare phone that I use. You can get sort of like an iPad mini from eBay or something, in a second-hand one. That'd be a better screen than using your current mobile phone, because that's just going to lead to problems. The controller itself's pretty good, nice and robust. You can get little range extenders that sit on the antennas that'll give you a bit more, but if you're flying in bad weather or too far away, you shouldn't really be doing that anyway. But you can get little range extenders for them, which I believe are pretty good. The drone itself, DJI sent with the Flymore Combo, so you get 3 batteries, and you get some extra tools as well for extra prop blades and bits and bobs. You get a box of bits and bobs with it, which is very handy to keep going. I'm a commercial drone pilot, so I've registered this. So I've got an operator ID and a fly ID, but you don't need one for these because they're under the weight limit. It says weight 249. If you put the extra guards that come with it to propeller guards, it does take it over that 249, over the 250 threshold, so then you do need to register them and do the exam and all that jazz. I'd advise not using the propeller guards because it just turns it into a big sail, and if there's a bit of a wind it'll just blow it away. You'll get flyaway, as they call them on the forums. There is a DJI Mavic Mini forum, which is fairly good, on Facebook, so go on. That's pretty good. Nothing to do with me, I'm just mentioning it. But yeah, the battery goes in the back and your SD card slot. But yeah, it's a pretty good little drone, especially with the new update, because it's not just the camera that's been updated. There's like various fixes for the controller. They've made the controller interface better between that and the drone. So apparently these work better together. But I didn't really find that the controller had any issues with it before anyway. It always seemed pretty smooth. This has got 3 modes. It's got cinematic, a sport one, and then a portrait one. Just read the instructions and go through the different modes yourself, and then you'll be happy. It comes with various different books and stuff to read, and a quick start guide, but read the instructions before you get out there. Don't just charge it up, fly it, and there's quite a lot of, it comes with like a little comedy thing as well, sort of do's and don'ts, which are quite strange, like don't fly it in a thunderstorm. What are the other ones? Yeah, don't fly it over your barbecue, don't stick your feet or hands in it, and don't fly it in a supermarket, which is, you know, so yeah, don't do that, because DJI said not to. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty good little drone. But yeah, if you wanted a better one for distance and stuff, get the Mavic Pro or the Phantom. But yeah, for little shots, little aerial shoots and that, these are pretty good. And that is your DJI Mavic Mini. Thank you very much for watching. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook page and my website, alwexploration.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.